Hello, my name is Marcus, and welcome to my channel. Got hit with a bombshell this morning. It is a brisk 7:30, and on my way to work, I got hit with a news source that Star Wars The Acolyte will not be getting a Season 2. It has officially been canceled. Shocker. Shocker of the century. If you've been following my channel for any extended amount of time, you know that I did overviews and reviews of every episode from the season. Episode 1 and 2 had its issues, but it left me with some hope. Episode 3, easily one of the worst pieces of Star Wars lore I had ever seen in my 20-year history of being a fan of this franchise. 4, meh. 5 was super cool. Brought in a ton of lightsaber duels that I said was right up par with some of the best in the entire franchise. 6, meh. 7, 8 kind of brought it home a little bit, but story, the breakage of the lore, so on and so forth, he just committed atrocities that you don't do to the lore of a 40-year franchise. It took what made Anakin Skywalker so special about being the chosen one of the Force, being literally born of the Force, and it changed that lore, saying that he was actually not the first one to achieve this. It was two witches that manipulated the fabric of the Force and created the two twins. I had an issue with it. A ton of longtime Star Wars fans had an issue with it. That was my biggest gripe against the show, and in my humble opinion, I think that's the core reason why it simply just couldn't recover. Now, of course, you're going to have your naysayers that say the show is fine, it's doing fine, but unfortunately, when you lose 70% of your viewership after the first 2 episodes, Disney is going to take notice of that. Bob Iger is going to take notice of that, and they're going to say, yeah, we need to take this back to the drawing board because this ain't it. We spend way too much money on this for people to not watch, point blank period. For comparison, it's way easier to hide behind the horrible screenplay and story writing of the sequel trilogy because it made $1 billion. However, on the flip side, if you're not making any money and people are not watching, then you can't hide behind the horrible story writing. You have to take it back to the drawing board and address what went wrong. Fortunately, Disney has realized this at this point. Sucks that it was a little late, but better late than never, I guess. I can guarantee you from this point forward that Bob Iger is going to have Favreau, Filoni, and whoever else that's at the helm of Lucasfilm is going to be reading every screenplay, every script from top to bottom before it goes into production, because this is such a catastrophic failure that I'm under the assumption that Disney cannot have this happen again. Like I said, it cost $160-something million to create this show. I stated in my reviews that I don't know where that budget went to, because there was virtually not very many special effects in the entire show. It's just a complete mockery of what it meant to be a Star Wars fan. Everything that made me a Star Wars fan was kind of obliterated from this show, other than the lightsaber duels. Honestly, dude, at this point, I'm going to be straight up, and most content creators will not tell you this. I turned on the camera literally today just to get this little bit of ad revenue that I know that this show is going to generate from just me creating this little 4 or 5 minute video. Honestly, I am tired of talking about this show, and I hope to never have to talk about it again. But I'm such a core Star Wars fan, and Star Wars has always been a core part of my channel. I would feel kind of foolish to not cover this and give you my thoughts and my opinions of this announcement. So once again, like I stated in the last video, I am hopeful for the future. I am hopeful for Star Wars. I am still a fan. I still love the franchise. Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker are some of the coolest characters I have ever interacted with in media. Star Wars The Skeleton Crew is coming soon. I say at this point, it is time to turn our back to the past. The Acolyte is in the past, and it's time to look forward to the future. The Skeleton Crew appears to be a Star Wars meets Goonies style adventure, and I am very excited to see where that story takes us. So, all right, man, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor, hit that like button. If you enjoy my Star Wars content, if you would consider hitting that subscribe button, really appreciate that as well. You can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, I will see y'all on the next one. Please let this be the last time I talk about this show. Please. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.